I came to Chalkhill in September 2008, and the children had been learning Spanish, I was told, for 10 years. And that was a surprise to me because it wasn't catching fire. And I suddenly started to look at why it wasn't working, and it was quite clear we have one Spanish teacher, we've got 540 children, so it wasn't going to work. The first thing we changed was everybody teaches Spanish, not just one teacher.
17.
Perfecto.
A lot of them are non-linguists. They don't speak Spanish. So they had to set about learning some Spanish. So we, as a project, provided Spanish upskilling lessons for them.
It is a big challenge to teach a language you don't know. They're very motivated, and I was very surprised by their response and how much they really want to do it.
This morning, nursery, we are going to do our register in Spanish. Okay.
They are learning Spanish right from the nursery through to year 6 at Chalkhill. Obviously, some teachers have got more capacity with Spanish than others, but all of them are having a go at it.
We started off with some simple things, and none of us knew the months of the year or the days of the week, so we agreed that that was something we would start straight away. And so the older children write down the date every day in their book in Spanish, and then we introduced all the simple greetings and so on, and then after that the staff wanted more, and each teacher has thought about how they can use Spanish in their own lessons.
92. We started with music because we thought if they learn a song, then this song, they go home and they're still singing. They're outside and still singing, and they singing with the other children, and they're learning together.
So I will sing Hola clase de primero, and you will sing Hola señora butler. Try that. Hola señora butler.
I wasn't a Spanish speaker at all. Miss Malik, who is our language coordinator, she has helped me a lot. She's supported me with using Spanish in our music lessons as well. We're going to sing Vamos a remar, which is a different version of row your boat.
Okay.
And I've got it in Spanish and in English, so we'll do some actions which will help them learn the words, and we'll sing it all through together.
Okay.
And see how we go. When I'm planning a singing assembly, obviously the music is key, and the singing skills, I focus on those first, and then I put the Spanish in after. Singing lends itself to repetition, the rhythm and the actions really helps them to remember what they're saying as well.
Okay. Rápido, rápido, rápido.
Oh, so in the warm-ups I could do some if they've got to do
Rápido.
So we'll plan together. She'll help me translate, check the grammar, and pronunciation is obviously really important.
Now we use our sound rapido. Try that. Rapido. 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 Can you go?
In a singing assembly, they're listening to exactly how I'm speaking and singing. So I'll check with Miss Malik, she'll check my pronunciation.
Vamos a remar en el botecito. Rápido, 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 rápido en el botecito. That was excellent.
With the London Schools Excellence Fund project, one of the things we've been able to do is facilitate peer observations and peer mentoring. In the case of PE at Chalkhill, we have a very experienced PE teacher here. But what he doesn't have is Spanish language expertise. So we set up a peer mentoring arrangement between Igor, the PE specialist, and Javier, the Spanish specialist. Javier is himself a newly qualified teacher, so he has taken on board some of Igor's teaching skills in PE. At the same time, he's come to the school to offer support to Igor in Spanish.
When we have the throw and catch, how do you say it again?
Lanzar.
Lanzar, okay. And catch?
Recibir.
Recibir.
That's a big challenge for him to teach in a foreign language. So I came here and helped him by telling him the things in Spanish, the more useful things in Spanish. For example, how to say bench, how to say ball, how to say sit down and stand up. Pretty basic vocabulary that he can use every single day.
So what do we call a beanbag in Spanish?
Saquito.
Saquito. Can we all say saquito?
Saquito!
I didn't hear it. Saquito?
Saquito!
It's been very helpful. We planned a PE lesson together where the children had the chance to practice numbers and colors in Spanish as well as do PE.
Repeat after me. Verde. Azul. Rojo. Amarillo. Okay. Whenever I say a color, you need to run to that color hoop, okay?
Learning language is fun, and so is PE. All the children in the school love PE.
Azul! Azul! Azul!
In PE it's very simple because you don't have to translate. You only tell them and show them, and repetition is the key. So I'll throw the bean back and do 1, 2, 3 and catch it. Okay, who can do that? Off you go. 1, 2, 3. You repeat a couple of words, the vocabulary or the lesson several times until the children understand it and start using it. Muy bien. Perfecto.
Chalkhill are experimenting with other areas of the curriculum. At the moment, they're having a look at whether science would be a suitable subject for teaching Spanish at the same time.
Buenas tardes, chicos.
Buenas tardes, señorita mentor.
They're at the very early stages where a non-linguist is team teaching along with the Spanish coordinator.
So, una bombilla. ¿Cuántos cables? 2 cables, ¿sí?
I think the headmistress has really got hold of the idea that language is a tool, it's not a subject area.
Los componentes del circuito. ¿Qué tienes en el circuito?
Pila,
La pila, muy bien. ¿Esto qué es?
cable,
Los cables,
bombilla,
las bombillas,
interruptor.
el interruptor. ¿Y esto qué tienes en la mano?
By putting up Spanish all around the school, there's a memory prompt that people can use to try to communicate with each other whenever and wherever they can in Spanish.
I think the key advantages of teaching children Spanish in the whole school approach that we have at Chalkhill is that there's a continuity right from when we're learning in nursery songs which they'll remember, might not understand, and then as we're moving up through the school, as their language is starting to get better, we're also learning about the different Spanish culture, and right up to year 5 where there's the trip to Spain, which is of course being completely drenched in the culture.
We celebrate Spanish Week, where we dress up in Spanish clothes, we eat Spanish meals, and yeah, we learn more about Spanish. What's really good about it is that we have loads of fun doing it, and I think that's a very good way to learn in Spanish.
All of this creates what I think is really important in education, which is instead of just bits here and there and then it's gone, everything comes together, which means that it becomes clear in their mind, and that creates understanding and comprehension, which is what we need as teachers.
If we're really serious about our school vision for all our children to be able to be equipped for any environment, then they have to learn another language, because we just want to make sure that our children have the same life chances as the top children in the country. And it's just another string to your bow if you have another language.